Hello guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I will be covering EVA-01. Now, where do I start with EVA-01? Well, I'm just gonna say this right now. This kaiju needs buffed. 100%. This kaiju definitely needs buffed. Now you may be thinking to yourself, but isn't EVA like one of the best kaijus in the game? Isn't it like an in-game kaiju? That means it's good. Yes, you are correct by that. EVA is indeed one of the best kaijus in the game, but it needs to be buffed. And I will get into that in a second. Let me just leave the game because for some reason in PlayStation you cannot menu, which needs to be a thing. Come on, Barrett. Uh, but you will understand why EVA needs a buff. Because I'm about to do a comparison of the 3 in-game kaiju that are currently in KU. And what I mean by in-game is that anything that requires over, well, technically 4. Anything that requires over 10,000 XP for the last 3 levels is, like, anything 3 times or above is easily an in-game. And yeah, anything 3 times or above is considered an in-game in my book. Because they are like leagues ahead of like the mid games. Well, I don't even think you can classify like things like Ultima as mid game. Can you not? I don't understand. Uh, but what was I gonna say? Yeah. So EVA-01. The statistics on this kaiju metrics. Uh, but here's where we get to the business end. The requirements. Requirements are in the highlighted section below. So as you can see, requirements: 600,000 G cells. Okay, it's an end game. You think it'd be worth it? Yeah. Level 100 Shin Godzilla. Yeah, okay. But it's Shin Godzilla. But to be fair, I unlocked Shin Godzilla before the extra requirements came in, so it wasn't as bad. More on those later. Level 15 Monster Zero and 201 kills with Type 3 Kiryu. Do you not understand what this means? Well, let me just enlighten you real quick. So, 600,000 G cells to start off. And then let's go to Monster Zero, which is a requirement for EVA-01. Let's take a look at its requirements. 500,000 G cells. And a level 100 Godzilla 2019. So already EVA's requirements are more than Destroy Us. 2 max kaiju and 1.1 million G cells. But hold on, we're not done yet. We're not done yet because we still, let me check EVA's requirements again. We still require a level 100 Shin Godzilla and 201 kills with Type 3. So let's just go to Shin Godzilla real quick. Let's take a look at its requirements. 25,000 G cells. And a level 30 Shinigawa-kun and Kamada-kun. Let me just take a look at those kaiju real quick and take a look at their requirements. I don't have them level up that high. Let's see. Requirements. 800 G cells. Okay. 800 G cells. Not that bad. Requirements. 1,000 G cells. Back when I played, this used to be free. So. And it's crazy how Kamada-kun is more expensive than the supposed better version of it. Makes no sense. But whatever. Anyways. So. 1,800 G cells plus 25,000 G cells. That makes 1,600, 26,800 G cells right there, plus the plus the 1.1 million G cells that you already acquire, considering Monster Zero and EVA. Oh, speaking of Monster Zero, let's take a look at Godzilla 2019's requirements. 35,000 G cells. A level 20 Godzilla 2014. 35,000 G cells plus 26 800. Now, I'm not good at math, so let's check this real quick. If I check this real quick, let me see. So, what did I say? 35,000 plus 20. All right, so 35,000 plus 26,800. 61,800 G cells plus 1 point. All right, plus 1 million G cells equals 1,161,800. But oh my god, can you believe it? We're not done yet. Let's go to G14, wherever he is in this mess. How many G cells does he require? 20,000 G cells. So uh, add another 20k to that list. You get 1,081,000 G's, 81 and 800,000 G cells. Oh, but what's this? We are not done yet because we have Kiryu's requirements, which require 75,000 G cells. So plus 75,000 G cells, uh, that's like around 1.2 million, like 1.2 million, like 1.2 million, 60,000, like 10,000, I guess, like 1.2 million. Hold on, I'm trying to do the math in my head here because this is kind of annoying. 61 plus 75. My math is absolute garbage. So 146. So it'd be 1.2 million, 46,800 G cells. That's adding QU. I'm pretty sure. Again, don't quote me on that because I don't have a calculator to check. All right, so and let's take a look at its requirements. Level 30 Meyer Goji and a level 50 Gojira 1954. So let's take a look at Gojira 1954 requirements. 100 G cells. Again, back when I started KU, this thing was free and it was the best. It was considered the best starter in the game when I started. But that's 100 G cells right there. That's 100 G cells. A whole 100 G cells. Do you have any idea how many G cells that is? No, I'm just playing. Anyways, that's 100 G cells right there. So that puts that 800 to a 900. And now to the last part of this, Meyer. Take a look at Meyer. Another 25,000 G cells. That almost puts EVA's requirements to 1.3 million G cells. 1.3 million G cells. Do you have any idea how insane that is? That's like 2 weeks worth of grinding right there just to recover from that, from getting this kaiju. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just reading its description to just see because I feel like I might have missed something, but no, clearly I did not. But anyways, as I was saying, almost 1.3 million G cells. Do you have any idea what kaiju is required for this? You have any idea what kaijus are required for this? Let's start. Type 3 Kiryu. On Type 3 Kiryu's release date, it was actually stronger than EVA. Like the remodel, it was stronger than EVA. It packed EVA up in like 2 minutes. That's how long it took for this thing to kill EVA. Now, granted, that might be it's considered a long fight, but I've seen fights with EVA last longer than 2 minutes, so that's considered a fast fight for EVA. So yeah, now a kaiju that is a permanent requirement that is still considered stronger. Yeah, Monster Zero, considered to be the second strongest kaiju in the game. We're not counting FDA's. We're not counting Manila EX here because that's just on another level, especially when being maxed. But yeah, Monster Zero, considered to be the second strongest kaiju in the game, is a requirement for EVA. Do you see why this is a problem? Because something that is a requirement for another kaiju is stronger than the kaiju that it is required for. And and it's not like it's a close fight either. Monster Zero destroys EVA like barely trying. I could say this from personal experience, and FDA has even confirmed it himself. If you guys don't know who FDA is, he's currently, as far as I know, the best KU player, and as far as and also currently the only player to have a maxed Manila EX. Like if I looked at the yep, here he is right here. F this is him right here. 1.25 G cells. This is FDA. He has even said that Monster Zero would pack EVA up, and it wouldn't even be a close fight. And on top of all that, Monster Zero can fly. EVA cannot. However, though, there are some perks to EVA. There are some things that EVA has over Monster Zero, like such as agility, and EVA can ground flyers. But again, if an EVA gets close to a Monster Zero, that EVA is screwed. Especially since if EVA grounds the Monster Zero, its second attack literally gets buffed by 53 damage. Not even to mention the storm rushing that Monster Zero has. So yeah, that's a thing, and it requires how many? What is its requirements? Oh yeah, only 500,000 G cells. And oh, what's this? Only a level 100 Godzilla 2019, which does also require a level 20, which does also require an additional 55,000. So overall, Monster Zero only requires 55,000 G cells in a max kaiju, and it is considered the second strongest thing in game, and it definitely was considered the second strongest thing in game when I played KU, back when I first started, because I started around the time Ultima was released. So in that time, Ultima was the second strongest, and then Monster Zero's remodel came along, and it just destroyed everything aside from Destroya. Speaking of Destroya, oh buddy, not even to mention Destroya, the strongest thing in the game. The reigning king of KU. Again, I'm not counting Manila EX, and especially FDA's Manila EX. So, yeah. The king of KU. 750,000 G cells. Level 100 Godzilla Jr. and Heisei Godzilla. Now, I don't remember the requirements for Heisei. Oh yeah, 125,000 G cells. Heisei Godzilla was the first kaiju I've ever maxed, and I absolutely enjoyed it because Heisei Godzilla was pretty overpowered and fun to play. Yeah, 125,000 G cells. So that automatically makes this thing require at least 875,000 G cells. That covers one requirement. But now we go back to Junior here. 5,000 G cells plus a level 15 Gojira 1954, which automatically gets. So that means that I don't understand how this makes sense, dude. I don't have no idea what Godzilla Jr. has to do with 1954. It makes no sense. It's almost as stupid as Showa Geigen being a requirement for Rose Biolante. Oh my god. So that means that to get Destroyer you need 100. So that means you need 875,100 G cells to unlock Destroyer. And you might be asking yourself, well, why is your junior level 78 when you have a max Destroyer? It's because I maxed junior before the remodel. Uh anyways, so yeah, Destroya is stronger than Eva, and the fight is not even close. Back when Eva was released, it was considered like the ultimate counter to Destroya, aside from original T Rodan, which was pretty overpowered as well, especially on release. First kaiju I've ever seen destroy, kill Destroya, and then EVA-01 came along, and if you've seen Cole Bald's video, you know OG Eva was pretty overpowered. That thing packed Destroya up like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. But now after Eva's nerf, nerf that I got, uh, yeah, Dest is now way stronger. Dest is now considered stronger. But listen, if Eva never got its nerf that it had on release, I would say that Eva is balanced because for the amount of BS that it requires, it needed the stuff that it had on release. That is my personal opinion. Uh, but yeah, and now so Destroyer, you require way less G cells, and you only require 2 max kaiju for the strongest thing in the game. But now, if you want me to count Manila EX, hold up, then we're not done yet. Let me go to Manila EX. Requirements: 100 days of missions and a level 30 Manila. So basically, the pain in the ass for getting Manila EX is just playing the game for 100 days. Oh, and a level 30 Manila. Let's see. Let's take a look at Manila's requirements. Surely they'll be difficult to get, especially since there's a requirement for the ultimate in-game kaiju. Let's see. Find the Manila egg. Okay, so you just have to find something around the map. Sacrifice your Showa Godzilla and 15% of your G cells. So, let's take a look here. How much does Showa Godzilla cost? Showa Godzilla, right here. 12,750 G cells. So that means to unlock Manila, you need 12,850 G cells. Now you may be asking, saying to yourself, 12,850. Why? Because it says you also require 15% of your G cells. And I'm too lazy to go into the whole math situation, what the lowest possible thing of 50%, that could be a whole number is. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just, for simplistic reasons, I'm going to say 100. So you need 12,850 G cells to unlock Showa Manila, which you then need to only get to level 30, and then just play the game for 100 days to unlock what's considered to be the ultimate in-game kaiju. And yeah, Manila EX may be able to go to level 1000, but dude, not many people are going to take this thing to, again, a lot of people are going to want to take this to level 1000, because if you've seen FDA, you know that people are going to want this. And they're going to want it max, because someone, Cole Bald, said that FDA was likely going to be the only level 1000 Manila EX, which is not true, because now we have Azar Lorth, who I made a video on saying that he was going to be the next max Manila EX, because I met him. And you know what's crazy now? He is sitting currently at level 999, and he is like 5 million XP in already. He may have been up there. He may be even further. I don't know. The last time I checked it, I watched a video on him, he was like, he already had like 5 million XP of it in. So yeah, clearly we're going to get, and then not even to mention, we have Dante Dotson, who is another leaderboard player that we have, who 3 weeks ago recently got level 900 Manila EX. So, like, you understand? People want to max this thing, and it's literally the pain in the ass is just playing the game for 100 days. With EVA, you have to do more than just play the game for 100 days. You have to get so much shit, and it's not even the best kaiju in the game. Now, let's just test how it does in combat. Because I'm not gonna lie, in combat, it does pretty good. It does pretty good. Like, for what's considered to be the 6th best kaiju in the game, uh, you think by default it's just the 3rd best. It should be the 3rd best. but that is obviously not the case. But yeah, so you have your knife mode, which is 15% damage resistance. 2 and 3. So your first attack does around 550 damage. Your second attack, the first kick, the kick gives you gives the person you hit with it slowness for temporarily. This the third attack here, if you're accurate, that grounds flyers plus deals 900 damage. Okay, and now I'm getting targeted. I don't even know what's happening right now. And then the fourth move is a parry attack, where if someone attacks you with it, you deal more damage than what's been dealt to you. Whoa, 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 that is a huge Manila. That is a huge Manila. Who the hell is this? Teenage Mark. Why is he so huge? Oh my god, dude, that thing is big. What level is he? That is a huge Manila, dude. What level is he? Dude, I can't tell. But yeah, this proves my point even further. We've got, this dude is almost, he's obviously in the 900s, and he's playing as Vanilla EX. So clearly he enjoys playing as Vanilla EX. He wants that max Vanilla EX. That's why he's grinding it right now. So obviously this dude's gonna be one of the, probably around the 10th max Vanilla EX. I don't know. He looks like he's like low 900s. I don't know how much XP really require at like the 900s. So he's definitely going to be one of the first. And as you can see there, so yeah, he's not playing around. So, but as EVA, so your knife mode, you have your knife mode, and then you have your gun mode. Now, this thing was considered to be overpowered as hell when EVA first released, because every single bullet that you'd fired would ground flyers like this. That would ground flyers. I'm gonna fight this dude because I feel like it. Let's fight him. I'm about to kill him. Let's go, I got him. What level was he? 945. He was a level 945 Manila EX. Okay, so that was a level 945 Manila EX that I just killed. Anyways, as I was saying. But now, and then, so, now you have your spear mode. The spear mode, honestly, is considered the main mode in EVA, because this attack right here, that attack with ground flyers, it used to be for 15 seconds, now it's only 8 seconds. And this attack grounds flyers for 5 seconds. It used to be 8 seconds. So yeah, clearly this kaiju has received nerfs. There's just a random max show of Manila there. I don't know why. But I don't care about that. And then you have Angel, which is, I'm not even gonna. But now with EVA, your bullets don't ground flyers. In order to get stuff to ground flyers, you need to put points into speed. And EVA at base health has 4,000. And as you can see, I'm rocking a health EVA build with 5,000 plus health. Because, dude, at that point, your grounding is basically useless. This kaiju is definitely not worth the price. EVA 100% needs to be buffed, and that is my final conclusion. Now, my experience with EVA. My experience with EVA was an overall 7 out of 10, because it was super cool playing as this kaiju, and it wasn't consistent like Destroya, but it was pretty interesting because of how intricate the kaiju is compared to Destroya, where Destroya, you just go around, beam them once, and then just spam your melees until you win. Now with EVA, you could do so many different things. Like, you could start off with spear mode, then get a couple attacks in with that, use your evasion ability with spear mode, and then switch to knife mode, and then or gun mode to finish it off. And then to finish off a fight, you get pull out Angel. So my experience with EVA was like, the maxing of it was super fun. I really enjoyed the kaiju. It was 7 out of 10 for me. The result is probably a 9 out of 10 because Again, you're a strong kaiju, but you're not the strongest thing in game. And considering the value of the kaiju, it definitely goes down. Definitely gets taken down for results. Now, the kaiju overall, like when not considering value of the kaiju, it is a pretty good kaiju. I will say, it is a pretty decent kaiju. It is nothing, not that much can kill you as a max EVA-01, unless you're pretty dumb or you're having like bad ping issues, or unless you're fighting like an extremely skilled player that has like 1,000+ levels on their on the kaiju that they're using. But again, EVA overall as a kaiju, not considering value, I'd say is a 9.5 out of 10 because of again, this is based off of my personal experience. Again, based off personal experience, and personal opinion, kaiju is an overall 9 out of 10, based off experience and results. Actually, scratch that. I'd say it's an 8 out of 10. Because again, but then when you consider value, the kaiju it really is like a 7 out of 10. Because it is 100%, this kaiju is definitely not worth what it cost. Again, 1.3 million G cells, 2 max kaiju, 1 level 50 kaiju, 2 level 30 kaiju, and 1 level 20 kaiju. Did I forget to mention that it cost around 1.3 million G cells? Yeah. So this kaiju is definitely not worth it. Although very cool, it is definitely not worth it. And I'm hoping that Manila EVA gets a buff here soon. Because if not, then I'm just gonna say that don't even bother buying this kaiju unless you're just like a no-lifer and you don't touch grass like I do. Because this kaiju is not worth it. If you're looking for a strong kaiju, I just recommend I'd recommend either Monster Zero. Actually, no, not even Monster Zero. I'd just recommend Destroya. Because Destroya is just like, requires so much less, comparatively, than Monster Zero or EVA. Especially EVA. I mean, Manila EX, he only requires like 12,850 G cells, plus playing the game for 100 days, and look at what you could become as Manila EX. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is basically just my personal opinion on how genuinely annoyed I am at the fact that EVA requires so much stuff and it is pathetically weak for its value. That's just what I personally think. I don't know how I just missed that. Yeah, it is pathetically weak for its value, and I absolutely despise it. But like, again, you're still pretty good in combat, especially when fighting stuff like Vudons. Like, this Vudon doesn't stand a chance against me. And you see now he's just going away from me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys get an understanding of why I consider EVA requiring a buff over a lot of kaiju. If the devs do watch this, please consider what I'm saying, because when you really look at it, the only in-game kaiju that's really worth buying is Destroyer, because it's basically the strongest thing in the game, when not counting Manila EX at its higher levels, and it overall requires much less stuff, especially compared to EVA. And then when you count Monster Zero, the kaiju requirements itself uh uh aren't as bad as Destroyers, but it's the overall XP, because as Monster Zero, it's like 4 times XP compared to Destroyer's 3 times XP. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed.